What's going on, my friends? Chaz with Coach Chaz Fitness here. Brought to you and sponsored by funsforyourlife.com. Go check them out. Awesome company doing amazing things for people. I just kicked my tripod and I'm not going to edit that out. Moving forward with my new series that's being brought to you is going to be about nutrition basics, because it's so easy to start this healthy lifestyle and get thrown all into it and kind of just come to a dead stop because you get so overwhelmed by how much information is out there, and it's hard to really know where to start. So this video series, there's going to be several of them, so if I don't answer your specific questions in this, trust me, there's more videos coming this week and next week. Covering just everything nutrition, down scheduling your meals, cheat meals, quote unquote cheat, I'll get into that in another video. Pretty much just the basics, everything I could think of to share with you guys based on my experience. So I'm going to dive right into this. I'm going to make these pretty short and sweet, just so you can get the information and start putting it to use right away today. So, covering nutrition basics, video number 1. I'm going to be zooming in and out here, so if you want to take a picture or write this stuff down as I go along. We are going to be covering macros, calories, and micros. What the heck are they? We're going to be giving very basic guidelines to follow here. Before I dive into anything nutrition, there is no one nutrition plan that works for everybody. It comes down to you learning to know your body and what nutrients that you need. What works for me may not work for you, and what works for you may not work for somebody else. Take this advice, apply it to your nutrition, try it out for a week or two, see how your body reacts, and adjust where you need to. Just want to get that out of the way, because I know there's going to be people, especially on YouTube, on the videos that are like, oh, well, that's not scientifically properly blah blah blah. I don't care. It comes down to trial and error for you. It takes work on your part to implement this kind of stuff and adjust when needed. For my clients inside of my Facebook groups, I am your coach. I'm here to work with you one-on-one. So if you watch this video and you have questions, of course, reach out to me. I can work with you on your nutrition, kind of your body type, because I know your lifestyle is a little bit better. So diving into this, we'll start with calories. Everyone knows calories, but what the heck is an actual calorie? A calorie is simply a unit of energy. A calorie is the amount of heat that's burnt off. So you always hear, body fat, like our stomachs and stuff. We always hear that that's stored energy. It literally is stored energy, because when you're taking in more energy than you need, more energy than your body is outputting, because you think about your muscles, they're like a furnace. So if you're taking in more than you're putting out, your body has to store it somewhere, so it creates this fat tissue as a slow burning fuel to burn those extra calories. So that's why we have all this extra stuck on us. So moving forward, calories, what makes up calories? That's going to be your protein, your carbs, and your fats, otherwise known as your macros or your macronutrients. Macro because they come in large quantities. And then you have micronutrients, which are small quantities, which are your vitamins and minerals. Diving into protein. Protein is basically the building block of our muscular system. Protein is made up of smaller molecules called branched chain amino acids. Those amino acids are the building blocks to our entire frame. Like marathon runners and other body types, they're very scrawny typically, because it's hard for them to keep up on their protein intake to build the muscle, because they're constantly burning it off all the time. So you want to make sure your protein intake is pretty adequate, just to make sure you're able to have muscle and strength to move and be pain-free, that kind of stuff. So fats are probably the most underappreciated, and the articles are the most misinformed about fats. Fats, in a lot of people's opinions, including mine, and I'm talking like world-renowned strength coaches, people who know their stuff really well, fats are the most crucial component to your macronutrients. You cannot live without fats. Everyone is thinking about doing these low-fat diets, and they wonder why their thyroid gets messed up down the road. Fats primarily are in control of your entire hormonal system. And for those of you that have hormone problems, I would ask that you look really at how many good, healthy fats that you're getting into your diet. I mean, our brains are made up of fat. Our joints, fat can help kind of lubricate those joints, those tissues in there. Fats are just, they're so crucial to life. And trust me, when you start getting your fat intake where it needs to be, your mental clarity. Because I used to try to diet and do low fat when I first started my journey, and then the more research I did and found the scientific stuff that backed it up, I increased my natural fat intake through avocados, nuts, seeds, oils, coconut oil especially. That stuff is amazing. When I got my fat intake up using healthy fats, man, I tell you, you can wake up and think clear all day. You don't get that fog. It's awesome. And so moving on to carbs. Carbs are the only non-essential macronutrient, meaning your body really does not need them to live. You cannot live without proteins and fats. If you completely cut any one of those two out, you will die. As simple as that. So carbs are great because they give us energy. They're very fast burning, and you eat carbs and you're immediately like boom, awake, because it's extremely fast burning type of energy. But timing of carbs and the quantity of carbs is where people get confused and thrown off. That's where various methods like carb cycling, intermittent fasting, there's several different methods to nutrition, which I'm going to cover in another video. But for today, we're just covering the basics. Remember, I want to make this kind of quick. So protein, fats, and carbs. Now you know what they are. Now, when it comes to relating to calories, for every 1 gram of protein, that equals 4 calories. For every 1 gram of carbs, that equals 4 calories. For every 1 gram of fat, that equals 9 calories. Fat is very, very calorically dense. So protein and carbs, 4 calories. Fats, 9 calories. And like I said, if you want to write that down or take a picture, that's what that 494 means. Now, looking off to the left here, how much of each do you need? That's another really common question. This is going to be a basic guideline to follow based on my experience and the research that I've done with like Charles Poliquin, very world-renowned strength coach. I love his stuff. So I'm a big follower of his. So these are going to be basic recommendations. For protein, 0.8 to 1 gram per pound of body weight. Fats, anywhere from 0.3, really 0.25 to 0.5, depending on your goals and your body and that kind of stuff. So anywhere from 0.25 or 0.3 to 0.5 grams per pound of body weight. And then I'll show you how to do the calculation afterwards, but whatever you have left over, fill it up with carbs, based on your goals and etc. So moving into micronutrients real quick. Micronutrients, meaning your vitamins and your minerals, our body does not produce them. That's something that some people don't realize, and that's why you always hear eat your fruits and vegetables, eat your fruits and vegetables. We all wonder why we grew up hearing that. It's because your body does not produce it. Your body has, like if you cut carbs completely out of your diet, a lot of people think, oh, where am I going to get energy from? My body's not going to have any energy. Your body has ways of breaking down proteins and fats to create energy. Your body creates we're talking thousands of small reactions within the body on a molecular level where your body can create and produce things, but vitamins and minerals are not one of them. You have to get your vitamins and minerals through fruits and vegetables. I'm not an advocate of telling people to eat no fruit because it's loaded full of sugar. That's the type of sugar your body is going to need and crave because it comes along with so many other benefits inside of that fruit. So eat your fruits and vegetables, guys. It's not just a saying our parents drilled into our heads. There is a benefit to it. So moving on, finishing up. how do you put this all together? Let's talk about that. We know how many grams of each thing per pound of body weight. We know we need a little bit of each of those. We know we need micronutrients. Let's put it all into action. So I'm going to zoom in here, do a little bit of math for you. So I'm going to link an online calorie calculator. That online calorie calculators, it's a broad, vague number, but for somebody who doesn't have access to the actual equation or like a personal trainer or anything like that to find exactly what you need, because there's a whole system called BMR, basal metabolic rate, all this kind of stuff that we have to figure out. So a really easy way is just go into this online calculator, which I'll link below, and just put in your information. It will pop out with a few numbers, and you can choose if you want to maintenance level, if you want to gain weight, healthy weight, if you want to lose a pound, if you want to lose 2 pounds, etc. So I'm going to use my information, 188 pounds, about 6 foot. Pops out with about 2,000 calories for me. So I know that I need 2,000 calories. Now, let's put this all into action of breaking down where those calories come from. I'm going to get out my handy dandy calculator here. So, I need 2,000 calories, right? We're going to start with protein. Now this is where that 449 comes in handy. So I know for myself, I'm going to put myself at 1 gram per pound of body weight for protein, based on this right here. So 188 pounds, I know for sure I'm going to need about 188 grams of protein a day. Now, how many calories is that? Because we have to make sure we're hitting 2,000 calories. I'm going to take 188 times, so that's 188 grams of protein. We know from over here there's 4 calories per gram, so I'm going to take 188 times 4. So I know that out of these 188 grams, I'm going to be taking in 752 calories. Now, fat. Go back over here. Like I said, anywhere between 0.3 and 0.5. I'm a fan of 0.5. So we do 188 divided by 2, or half, 94 grams. Now, how many calories is that? We have 94 grams of protein. There's 9 calories per gram, so I'm going to do 94 times 9, 846. So now we go back over to the carbs, right? Whatever's left over. Here's how you do that. You're going to take how many calories that you have already, 752 plus 846. So I have 1598. Now I want to fill up whatever's left, so I take 2,000 because that's my daily goal, minus how many I'm already using, 1598. I have 402 calories left. So we're going to write 402 right here. So now, how do you figure out how many grams you need based on the calories? Just go through the reversing the process. So I know that I have 402 calories of carbs to use. There's 4 calories per gram. So I'm going to take 402 divided by 4 calories, 100 grams. And that is how you figure out your basics for your macronutrient intake. If you want to look at that real quick. Input your information into the online calorie calculator, which I'll provide below. It's going to pop out with how many calories you have. That's your goal for the day. From there, it's just kind of simple math. You know you need 1 gram per pound of body weight for protein, times 4, that's how many calories it is. Fat, do 0.5, 0.3, whatever you want to do. For me, I did 0.5. You take that number, 94, times 9 because there's 9 calories in a gram of fat. And then you fill in the rest with carbs and go from there. There you have it, folks. This has been installment number 1, Nutrition Basics. Now you know what a calorie is, you know what proteins are, fats, carbs, macronutrients because they're the large quantity, micros because you need them in small quantities. You know how many grams of each one to take, and now you have a basic way of figuring out how many you want. Now, a great tool to use for this is MyFitnessPal. MyFitnessPal is great because now that you know what to hit as far as your numbers, use MyFitnessPal, track your food throughout the day, and you'll see at the bottom it's going to come out with your daily total, and it will tell you how many grams of each thing you are at. So by the end of the day, when dinner time comes around, you can look at your MyFitnessPal, let's say it's on your phone, you can look at it and say, okay, I have to hit this many grams of protein, this many carbs, this many fats by the end of the day. And so that's how you kind of work out the different scheduling with that. It's just a great tool to really follow and schedule and get your nutrition locked in, because that's what we all need to focus on. So there you have it, folks. This has been Coach Chaz, Coach Chaz Fitness. I hope you got something out of this. Stay tuned for the next series covering various types of topics on nutrition. If you have anything specific you would like me to go over, please just leave a comment below or message me directly. Be sure to check out our sponsor, fundsforyourlife.com. It's a crowd fundraising website. It's helped hundreds of people on there. There's some pretty incredible stories. If you do not yourself need any cash for anything specific like medical bills or education, you can go on there, check out the stories, and if you feel compelled, you can donate to other people who are in need. I know I'm on there all the time trying to give as much as I can. It's just a great way to help people, so I truly back up that company and believe in it 100%. So anyways, this has been Coach Chaz. Live in excellence, my friends.